So first of all, I'm going to introduce our panel. If you just say a quick hi, and then they are all going to tell you a bit about their amazing colleges. And then you will also have the chance to ask whatever questions you have. So please do not be shy. You're a little bit shy this morning, guys. We've woken up now. Hopefully you've had your tea or your coffee or your sparkling water. I like sparkling water myself. Students make fun of me, but it's good. So here we go. Just say hi, first of all. From London Studio Centre, we have Sarah Tudor, the admissions manager, and Lucy Banfield, who was a graduate of the college. Just wave and say hi, please.
Hello.
Then we have from, hello as well, unmute yourself. From Bird College, Lewis D'Abro, who is the joint principal and artistic director.
Hi everybody.
Welcome, thank you for being here. From Urdang Academy, we have Solange Urdang, the CEO. And Claude Marnito, who is a graduate and also part of the teaching faculty there.
Hey everyone.
Hi, thanks for joining us. From Arts Ed, we have Nadine Higgin, who is the Head of Second Year and Inclusion and Diversity Coordinator.
Hi everyone, lovely to see all your beautiful faces today.
Yeah, nice to see you. And you're wearing the yellow, got the yellow vibes, thank you.
Trying to make my life sunnier.
Okay, we all are. And then LMA, I have Stephanie Wallace-Carr, who is the Creative Director for Dance and Musical Theatre.
Hello.
And hi, and Richard Carr, CEO and co-founder.
Well, Nadine actually took my line because I was going to say the exact same. It's wonderful to see all your gorgeous faces.
Hi guys.
Well, yeah, it's wonderful to have you here. So we're just going to go through one by one and you'll have the chance to speak. I'm not sure what order you want to do it in, but you can decide. But we'll start with London Studio Centre, now also known as LSC. LSC offers professional dance and musical theatre programs, providing every student the opportunity to achieve excellence in their training and pathways to a successful career. Welcome.
Thank you, Kamara. I'm just going to share my screen so you can just see some slides while I talk through everything as well. Okay, hopefully you can all see that. Someone can give me a thumbs up just so I know I'm good to go. Perfect, thank you. So my name's Sarah, I'm the admissions manager at London Studio Centre, and I also have Lucy Banfield with us today, and Lucy is part of our jazz faculty. London Studio Centre offers a range of courses from one-year foundation and MA courses through to three-year undergraduate programmes, establishing versatile performers and creators for successful long-term careers in the performing arts industry. Students applying for the BA Honours Theatre Dance degree programme are able to focus their training into one of four specialist pathways: classical ballet, contemporary dance, jazz dance, or musical theatre. The programme offers a broad focus of training in the first year of study, with increasing focus on the student's specialism throughout the 3 years. In the final year, students join one of the four performing companies to gain professional insight and to prepare themselves for the career ahead. Students receive tuition in core dance elements of ballet, contemporary dance, jazz dance techniques. These classes are streamed on ability, so each student works at their own level and the right pace for them, allowing them to proceed in that technique. On the pathways, students learn repertoire and attend classes in a range of styles linked to each genre. And throughout the first and second years of the programme, students are able to choose additional options to support their studies and make their timetable personal to them. So for example, if you were on a jazz pathway, you could add in ballet elements. If you're on a contemporary pathway, singing elements, and so on and so forth to create that timetable for you. Students also attend academic lectures and choreographic seminars. Subjects include dance science, criticism, and dance history, and this supports the studies in providing additional key skills. Careers guidance talks as well, along with guest workshops and agent auditions, also feature throughout the duration of the training. Performance is at the heart of our undergraduate programme, and it's embedded in the 3 years of the training. We see the importance, and students have over 60 performance opportunities, throughout the different years across each academic year. Students have the opportunity to perform in a range of venues across London and the UK, including the 2 in-house theatres we have at our own studios in North London. London Studio Centre is a vocational private conservatoire. Fees for September 2021 are £15,225 and students can apply for a tuition fee loan of £6,165 plus additional maintenance funds, which are in a region of about £12,000 per year, and this obviously changes annually. I understand this sounds very daunting. However, we have a huge range of scholarships, sort of as demonstrated here, that can assist with your fees. We offer tuition fee scholarship based on students' household income, which can award up to £3,000 each year to students towards students' fees. We have a widening participation scholarship scheme, which offers £6,060 towards fees. And we also have just launched legacy scholarships, which are full scholarships for the duration of a student's training. There are additional charity funding scholarships that are available to students once they're at London Studio Centre and on the course. Approximately 50% of our students receive some sort of funding towards their fees. So I encourage you to look at our website to get more information, or get in touch with me and I can sort of speak to you directly and sort of give you information that's more personal to you. And as finally, applications are open and we're accepting applications for September 2021. All applications this year will take place by video, and they're made directly to London Studio Centre and not through UCAS. I look forward to hopefully hearing from you in the future and welcome questions later. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. So one thing to mention for everybody is our AYD100 workshop that will be coming soon, where you have the workshops. But one thing that's important is there will also be an audition class where scholarships will be awarded. So just bear that in mind. So some of the scholarships that Sarah mentioned will be directly awarded from this AYD100 program, but you've got to be at the workshop and the audition to get to be considered for those. Thank you. Lucy, were you going to say something as well?
Yes, I just wanted to say hello to you all. It's so nice to see you all. And leading on from what Kamara just said, there's been so many times that I've seen workshops take place. It's amazing what you're doing, Kamara. And, you know, principals of colleges, CEOs of colleges kind of spotting talent and pulling people out of those workshops, and then just seeing those students come and train for 3 years and their careers soar. So it's really quite amazing. A little bit about me. I grew up in Southeast London. I'm still there now in lockdown. I started dance at the age of 9. I did everything when I was younger, but decided to go the ballet route. I'm 42 now, so back in the day, I kind of didn't really fit into the ballet world for lots of reasons. I liked my food, partly the colour of my skin. I came from a one-parent family. We didn't have much money. At the time, I think I was funded by the Prince's Trust, so that was like kind of really back in the day. I worked in ballet companies for 2 years, was on the beach in Australia doing Swan Lake, and realised that I wanted to change. So I went and did a post-grad course for 1 year in musical theatre, was suddenly in a studio with a microphone, red lipstick on and a crop top. I didn't know what had happened from the ballet world to that. And then I worked in the West End for nearly 20 years in shows. I'm grateful for my classical training because it's the basis of everything. So regardless of whether you want to be a ballet dancer or not, it really does put you in good stead for the future. I definitely bunked singing lessons because of lack of confidence, and I regret that now. I have also gone into the commercial world, and the Tanisha Bonner Scholarship, which has been created at LSC, which is incredible. Yes. I worked with her on the Olympics. We were both dance captains. So she kind of taught me to be a little bit more funky, and I taught her to be a little bit more classical. So we kind of mixed our worlds together. And just to say, this is an amazing opportunity. Take it with your hands, ask all the questions you want to ask. And yeah, we're here to give to you, and anything we can help with, we want to. So yeah, that's me.
Thank you so much, Lucy. And yes, the Tanisha Bonner Scholarship sounds amazing. That was just announced. Well, I saw that yesterday, Sarah. Do you want to just say just quickly about that?
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to talk about it just then or when you were going to talk about scholarships, but Tanisha Bonner, as Lucy mentioned, she was an alumni of London Studio Centre, and probably the where she's most known is for her work with Zoo Nation, and she has been in leading roles for so many of their shows. She had a groundbreaking career. You know, she went off halfway through her course, went on a European tour and came back and finished her degree, and you know, her career was incredible. Tragically, she passed away in 2019, and through the support of her friends and family, they contacted London Studio Centre to see if anything we could do to support her. So with the support of her friends, colleagues and family, we've created the first of our legacy scholarships. So it's a scholarship in her name. And it will be awarded for the first time for this September. You would submit an audition video, and it would go to an independent panel. So members of the independent panel include Liam Francis, who's LSE alumni and Rombear Dance Company, Kate Prince from Zoo Nation, who else have we got on there? Jason Pennycook, so LSE alumni once again, most recently seen in Hamilton. A whole host of other sort of links through people from Tanisha's career, but also through London Studio Centre as well. So yes, it's an exciting scholarship, and we would love everybody here to consider that as an option for themselves in the future. So 100% would love to see all of you applying.
Brilliant, thank you so much. So I've seen some questions in the chat. We're going to go to those at the end, once everyone's presented themselves. So just hold tight for those questions. Next we have from Bird College, Lewis de Abro, who's the Joint Principal Artistic Director. Founded in 1946, Bird College is one of the most prestigious conservatoires in the country, having produced countless professional performers over nearly 75 years. Lewis, welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to very quickly share my screen and play a very short video just to give you a flavour of some of our graduates from Bird College. So just give me a second. Hopefully I know what I'm doing and I'll be able to play it. Hopefully you can see it, and hopefully your internet won't jar the video too much. It's just a very brief video. Here we go. Okay, so I'm Lewis de Abro. I'm the Joint Principal and Artistic Director at Bird College. We've been going for 75 years this year, founded by a phenomenal lady called Doreen Bird. We provide professional training in dance and musical theatre. We offer 3 courses at the college. The first one is a BA Honours degree in professional dance and musical theatre, a diploma in professional musical theatre, and also we do a foundation year in dance and musical theatre. The 2 main qualifications is the BA Honours degree and also the diploma. Both are a level 6 qualification. The degree is validated by the University of Greenwich, and the diploma is validated by Trinity College London. Both, as I say, are a level 6 qualification. A lot of people quite often say, well, why should I do a degree, or why should I do a diploma? For us, in terms of our professional training, there is only one standard, and for me, that's industry standard, so professional standard. So our diploma students and our degree students work together, and they train together, and they train to that standard. For me, it's not about a degree or a diploma, because really a degree or a diploma isn't going to get you work in the industry. What is going to get you work in the industry is you being an articulate professional artist that meets the requirements and the needs of this industry in whatever field you go into. So the 2 courses work together. They're in the same classes. So vocationally, they all get everything at the same standard. We are both dance and musical theatre. On our BA Honours degree, we have strands and streaming, if you like. So we do have a more focus on dance, if that's your area of strength. So you can have more dance classes and dance lessons, and slightly less on the singing and musical theatre, if you like. We do triple threat training as well. So there is a strand that's very, very triple threat, very balanced across all of the dance disciplines, but also the musical theatre techniques. And then we have a more actor-led strand, so a little bit less dance and more musical theatre. So it's a case of playing with the levels, if you like. So everybody gets the same amount of subjects, but you will get different amounts of each. And it's about providing bespoke individual training to ensure that our students really get the best benefit of the training. So it's looking at the individual, looking at where we think they're going to be in 3, 4, 5 years' time, and what do we need to be doing now within the training to ensure that you achieve that. So if it's more commercial that you want to go down in terms of commercial dance, then we will make the modifications to the course to ensure that you access that area much more, so that you have that career pathway within the training, and so it reflects your individual strengths. We will address, of course, the weaknesses as well. So there is choice as well within the course. You can, there is option. You can opt to do a little bit more acting or to do a little bit more dance within your performance. Everything that we do is about performance. Every single subject builds up to a performance. Either an in-house performance, an in-class performance, or towards the end of the year, all of the assessments are performance-based, because ultimately that's what we're training you for, to be artists, to perform. So performance for us is important. 5 key words underline the training at Bird College. The first one, technique. It's about providing a solid technical training, ensuring that you understand how each discipline is executed in the correct and safe way, whether it's through singing, acting, or dance. It's about technique, understanding how to execute all of those skills. And it really is technique that allows you to evolve and adapt as trends within this industry evolve and change. If you're a technician, if you understand your art form in a technical way, it means you understand it in the correct way. You know your body, and you know how to use your body, whether it's through the voice or through dance or through acting. Technique, the bedrock. Diversity. Our training is incredibly diverse because it reflects the diverse opportunities within the industry. If you look at musical theatre, it's very, very broad. Legit at one end, right at the other end, the more contemporary musicals, the Hamiltons, the In the Heights. And they're all using different choreographic styles, and they're all using different vocal qualities. And so therefore, we need to ensure that we expose our students to all of that range of work, so that by the time they're third years, they have the necessary rep to meet the audition requirements. So they can audition for Oklahoma in the morning, and they can audition for Hamilton in the afternoon, and have the necessary rep. That for us is important. The other key word is professionalism. It's about instilling the professional etiquette and ethics, the qualities that make you professional artists. Being good company members is really, really important. So understanding how the industry works and how to work within the industry so that you can maximize. Often people will employ people that they know that they've worked with because they have a track record. Everybody wants, a good company that is a happy ship. And so we instill those qualities and those values in our students so they understand how to work within the industry. Talent will always get you your first job, but it's how you work and how you apply your talent and your skill within the industry that gets you your second and your third and your fourth job, what sustains a career, if you like. The other key word is artistry. No two students are alike at Bird College. We're very much about nurturing the individual and ensuring that you develop an artistic voice, that you contribute to the creative process in an intelligent way. It's really, really important that you arrive in the rehearsal room ready to contribute and to have opinions about your character and your or the piece of work, and to be able to take on those direction, of course, but also to contribute. And obviously this is an industry that is much more collaborative than ever. Yeah, so I'm not looking for people that are just going to do what they're told, but actually people that have got fire in their belly and they're going to contribute stuff to in the room and say, how about this? My character would do this in this situation, and it's that. So we want to develop that artistic voice within our training, and it's about the individual artist. So confident people who can contribute to that creative process. And the final word is well-being. Everything that we do at Bird College, we have is student-centered. It's about the well-being of our students. So making sure that we've got all the support systems in place to ensure that through the challenges that professional training bring, you are at the center and we can provide that support. So whether it's through the personal tutoring system, you all get a personal tutor, which allows you to meet with that person regularly, to look at how you're doing, to perhaps put improvement plans or work plans or career plans in place, whether it's through well-being sessions, whether it's through our assistant principal who's solely responsible for student well-being, whether it's through the counselling services, whether it's through our physiotherapy services, or whether it's through vocal care, or whether it's through learning support, or whether it's through our agency. We have our own agency, which has 3 agents, which are there to support the students, to give them those employment skills and attributes, understanding how the industry works and how to prepare to make that transition from professional artist into professional student into professional artist. That for us is incredibly important. So we have 3 full-time agents who work with the students and the graduating year. So it's all about support at every single level. And all of those services are free. There's no extra cost to see the physiotherapy. We will put a program for injury prevention. We will put a program in place to ensure that you can get back on track as soon as possible. So all of that support service is there. It's about well-being. So 5 keywords for our ethos and training at the college: technique, diversity, discipline, professionalism, artistry, and well-being, the bedrock of our training. We work incredibly hard. It's 35 contact hours a week. We start at 8:30 in the morning and we go right through till 6:45. If you put in maybe a 15-minute break every hour and a quarter, maybe 2 lunch breaks twice a week, so you can eat twice a week, you're in college pretty much for about 50 hours a week. You then have access to additional curriculum things. So for example, you might want to do some of the qualifications. So for example, the DDE, the teaching qualification, a lot of our students do that. So they will qualify as teachers on top of their qualifications. So they will do that through the ISTD, and we can wrap that around the current curriculum, evenings and weekends. And you might want to be in somebody's dissertation choreography. The students create an awful lot of work when we develop their choreographic skills, their creative skills, and often there's an awful lot of work happening outside the curriculum in evenings and weekends that is really generated by the students. So very proactive community at the college. I think I'm sort of done just in terms of funding very, very, very quickly. All of our courses are 9,250. Every single student, the fees are all the same at the same levels. So whether you are on the degree, which is funded through the student loan system, you will it's 9,250, and obviously you then means tested for the maintenance part of it. For the diploma, the funding we have available is the DADA, and that is means tested again. And so you may be able to access a full scholarship of that would pay the fees and also give you the maximum amount of maintenance. Or you might get part scholarship. We do some bursaries, and we can take self-funding students, but our fees are 9,250 for self-funding students as well. We have a foundation year, and that's also going to be 9,250. And that puts every single student financially on an equal footing in terms of how much it costs. We don't have, 9,200 for the degree and then charge extra for self-funding students. Everybody roughly pays the same. We do have scholarships, and we do also have bursaries within within the college, that's on a case-by-case basis. What we generally try to do is to help our students throughout their education. So those that run into financial problem, we have bursaries in place to help them. And obviously that is determined on how well you're doing and how you're working. That's me. I hope I've given you a whirlwind tour of Bird College, but hopefully I've stayed within my 5 minutes limitation. And I have to say, what a pleasure to be on here and to see so many of you. This is a fantastic initiative. I fully endorse it, and I know Bird College are really proud to be part of it. So thank you.
Thank you, Lewis. We felt like we were there. We felt like we were at college.
Marvelous.
Bird's eye view on the video. So yeah, thank you. And it's great to hear about your holistic approach. So just a reminder to all of you listening in, all of the students, really take note of all of these places. What we've got here are some of the leading colleges in the country, if not the world. So you should really start to learn and recognize what each college has to offer and which one suits you, as there is a different flavor for each, and you have to decide where you feel which ones you enjoy. So thank you, Lewis. We are moving on to Urdang Academy. We have Solange Urdang, the CEO, and Claude Nato, who is a graduate and on the teaching faculty. Urdang educates and trains young performers from 16 and up in musical theatre and dance to become strong, disciplined, and confident performers. Urdang boasts a modern outlook, dynamic atmosphere, and an inspiring backdrop, making the Academy an energizing and contemporary place to study. Thank you. If we just start with you, Solange, welcome.
I always forget to unmute. Hi, it's a pleasure again to be here. Last year we got to do this in a studio, and this year, unfortunately, we can't, but we will try and answer as many questions as possible. So my late mother founded the Urdang Academy in 1970 officially, but in 1964 she started it. I took over about 20 years ago, and I would say for sure inclusivity was my mother's ethos, and I've taken that on in a completely different way. She was a ballet teacher and I'm not. For me personally, the students are my pride. I am so proud of the students that come through the doors. I'm honoured to be able to train some of the best talent in the UK and actually worldwide. And okay, so I'll tell you about the courses. We have the BA Honours in Dance and Musical Theatre. We have the Diploma in Dance and Musical Theatre. We have our sixth form AVT, which is 16 to 18, and you would need to live within an hour's travel from Urdang. And we have our foundation course, which is for 18 plus. Our degree is funded through the student loans. It's validated by the University of Birmingham. Our diploma, we have various scholarships, including the Stage Scholarship, Andrew Lloyd Webber Foundation Scholarship, and our patron scholarship. So we have scholarships in the name of some of our patrons. Some of those are sponsored and some we sponsor. Our sixth form AVT is free, and on that course you get 25 hours of contact time a week, and the degree and diploma 35. And what else? The foundation is for 18 plus. There is no qualification. It's basically what I call the boot camp to get into a degree or the diploma. So basically that is totally aimed at obviously it's like to be in a college or just making up time vocationally to get into Urdang or any other college. I mean, we really aim it for those. We also have the 19 plus loan for the diploma. So latecomers are also very welcome. And their loan is, I think, just over £7,000, and that pays for the course. So depending on, you know, everyone's situation is very different, and that's how the courses are. The first and second years are mainly technical, and they have an opportunity in the second year to do a full musical. They have a summer show every year. In the third year, they do a full musical, a full dance show, and a showcase. This year, obviously, it's slightly different, but there still will be an Agents Day virtually, because we can't do it face to face, but normally it's face to face. Again, I want to show Claude Amar's here, and he Urdang, he teaches for us a lot, and he's worked with the African Caribbean Society at Urdang that was formed this year. And there's a little video I was going to ask Esme to put up, but saying that everything's on Instagram. Please come to an open day. We still have a couple. We are giving free taster days as well. As Kamara knows, you know, what we do. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. No, if you watch the video, I will think of other things to say.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun, weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
So yeah, so I was really proud that they did this, and I instantly put it on Instagram. Claude Amar worked on another one actually with the students earlier in the year, video. The one of them in Trafalgar Square is Full Out Friday, which we do normally in the Great Hall, but this year we sent the students out to make videos. And yeah, I can't tell you how much, for me personally, the students are my world, and that comes through, I hope, at Urdang, through the staff, through to the students. You can either specialize in musical theatre as a singer-actor, or as a dancer, or as a commercial dancer. So that's how we strand our students, and that's decided at the beginning of the second year. I can't think of anything else. Can you, Claude Amar? I mean, Claude Amar teaches a lot. He is on the ground.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm Claude Amar, and I graduated from Urdang in 2011, so a very long time ago now. Yeah, no, just to add on what Solange said, the ethos of Urdang is about all of us being together and building students up, and I felt like I was at home the whole time I was there. I felt I was supported pretty much for all my teachers. I was given a lot of the knowledge that I didn't have before. I went into Urdang without having any ballet training and any jazz training, any tap training. And I felt like I left Urdang with so much more than what I initially went into Urdang for. All I had prior to that was contemporary training, as I went to Laban for 2 years prior. so I left having so much more and being a much wider, all-rounded dancer than what I actually expected. So that was my journey there. And going back to teach now, it's amazing that I get to pass that knowledge down, especially to the Black and African students, where we are almost made to feel like we have to almost stick to one lane. And I felt like I was the person that broke a lot of the barriers when it came to that. I was told I wouldn't be able to do jazz, I wouldn't be able to do contemporary, I wouldn't be able to do this or that. And I broke all those molds. And I feel like now I'm able to go back into the college and do that and change those molds. And it was pretty amazing working, watching them create the Black and African society at Urdang for the first time. And then walking into a room where they were able to just be themselves and learn and experience and take their journey to a whole different level, where they didn't have to think about all of those misconceptions. They were just able to show me their talent. And I've made it my mission now that I need to do more. Hence why I'm here, and hence why I just messaged Kimura a minute ago saying that I want to come in and teach you guys as well. Because just for the 5 minutes that I sat down and listened to some of the stuff that you guys were saying and the questions you were asking, it inspired me. So thank you. But just going back to Urdang, yeah, it's the training is hard, as it should be. We go across the board, and even if you do end up picking what a strand you want to go down, as if you want to be more of a singer, you want to be more of a jazz dancer, and go more into musicals, or you want to go into commercial, you still leave the college with such a wider range that you don't necessarily feel like you have to be pigeonholed. And that was one thing a lot of people felt like was happening. They were being pigeonholed, and throughout the years that's changed drastically. And I think they've really implemented that on, yeah, as much as you may think that you're this, how's about you learn all of this, so then you can go, actually, no, I can also do this, this, and this. Yeah, so that's the one thing you should always have at the back of your mind, is that you should never be told you can only do this. That does not exist. You are the one person that is in charge of your training, and if you're willing to do anything that it takes to be whoever you want to be, the type of dancer you want to be, you are more than capable of doing. Yeah, and we do. Okay, well, I will speak for myself as a teacher at Urdang. I tend to drag that out of my students, whether they like it or not. And at the end of the day, I get results. So that's my ethos. And I feel like that kind of goes across the board at Urdang as well. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Claudemar. Thank you, Solange. Somebody asked the question of the name of that college. It's the Urdang Academy. And before that, we had Bird College. Again, for our workshop week, there will be not only workshops where you actually do the styles from the colleges, but there will also be scholarships available for short and long-term courses for all the ages. There's things for different ages from 12 to 19. So that question was asked as well. So that will be available. And I can't stress, I've brought you guys here today so that you can see what fantastic training is out there for you. And it's been mentioned about having a range of styles. I think it's really important that you are aware that you have the chance to train in so many different things, and you are capable of everything. You don't have to be pigeonholed to one style or another. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, and I really want you to leave with that in mind at least. So moving on, we have Arts Ed Nadine Higgin, who is the head of second year and the Inclusion and Diversity Coordinator. Now, for 100 years, Arts Ed has provided outstanding musical theatre and acting degree courses, award-winning day school and sixth form education, and exceptional program of part-time courses. Welcome. So we're going older and older with these colleges here. Welcome, Nadine.
Hi, everyone. I would like to just start by saying, giving you all lots of positivity and love and light. I know, especially for our students right now, you are all going through it. I say that as a tutor, I say it as a mother. I see how hard you're all having to work at home. And even you being here on my screen today shows how much you all care and you're all interested and you want it. So I just want to say thank you for blessing me with your time. As said, my name is Nadine Higgin and I am head of second year and the EID coordinator for ArtsEd's Musical Theatre School. And again, as mentioned, we celebrated our 100 years yesterday. ArtsEd was actually a school that was merged together. One opened by Grace Cohn in 1919 and one opened by Olive Rickman in 1922. And as the years has gone on, they merged, found a location together, and that's the ArtsEd that you see today. We are located in Chiswick, West London, which is literally 10 minutes away from Shepherd's Bush that way, 10 minutes away from Hammersmith and 10 minutes away from Acton. We have 5 main courses. That's your BA in acting, your BA in musical theatre. We also have a foundation course, acting and musical theatre. And we have a postgrad MA in acting also. We also have a day school from the year 7 up until through to 6th form. So we do have, on a very rare occasion, students that have been there since they were 11, leaving at 21, which is obviously amazing, seeing that breadth of growth. I think when I look at, if we break down how the courses work, especially in my side, in the MT side, because it's very important to acknowledge that we do create all-rounded individuals that can go out and step into the world of this industry, be it straight TV, be it theatre, be it film, be it musical theatre. We set you up in your first year, that we kind of strip you all back and work with you to the level that you are at, in the hope that by the end of the first year, no matter what background you came from, how much dance you've done or how much you haven't, you are all on a level playing field, okay? We give you an hour and a half of private singing lessons every week. That's to go through your rep as well as your technique. You also have joint singing lessons, 3 ensemble classes a week, learning how to vocally mix and have that range together. You have your core dance classes, which are your ballet, your tap and your jazz, as well as contemporary, as well as ballroom at the moment. And then you have all of your acting side. So that's your voice work, your text work. It's very all encompassing. And as they said before, your days are very long. It's 8:30 to 6:15 with us. So it's a very heavy workload. But what I will say a little bit about myself is that I'm also an ex-ArtsEd student. I graduated in 2008 and I'm still currently a working actor as well. So I've come out of the system that I now work and teach in. I have been working consistently for the last 13 years and I've managed to now come back and I'm able to give back what I know while still trying to do it myself. So it's really helpful to know that all your teachers there are either currently in or have been in your the business that you're trying to go into. Once you've finished your second year, we mix you all back up because your ability isn't a factor anymore because you're all on a level playing field, and we put you into new sets for your second year. First year, all of your performance classes are just done in-house to your year. We're teaching you slowly how to build up your performance level, your performance courage. You do that just in front of each other. In your second year, you start to now play performing in front of the whole school. So you'll do one-to-one singing performances every Friday on rotation. That's to the whole school. You do song and dance workshops, acting workshops, singing workshops, again to the whole school. By third year, you've now hopefully built up the confidence when you do your third year shows that are professional in-house productions that you'll be doing to outside audiences, as well as agents that come in and are interested, casting directors that come in and are interested. So it's a slow pace that you can easily sort of work up to, so that by the time you leave, you are ready. You've covered it all, you've done it all. Okay, you come out of ArtsEd ready to audition, no matter what field you are. I personally have worked heavily in musical theatre and I've branched over to work into straight acting, being at the Globe 2 years ago. So we do prep you for everything, ready to do everything. Yeah, I think just talking, because I know some people have mentioned it, we are an independent school. We normally take a cohort of about, well, I've got 54 in my current year, but I know the first year is more saturated. I think they've got 57. And even within that, we have 30 in-house bursaries that we can help to fund students. So if you're looking at 30 out of 54, we know that there's a lot of help for you. We also have in-house support. We are able to screen for things like dyslexia or learning help on site, which then we can take to our IT tech rooms and help you with all the needs you need in that sense. We have a huge mental health team, one set up by teachers, one set up by students, where we get together and make sure that it's talked about a lot and that you're all okay. ArtsEd has also been a founding partner for the Diversity School initiative. That's something that we take very seriously. We want to make sure that the students that we're bringing in and training up to go out there represent the people that are out there. And we look at the lack of diversity in corners of our industry and purposely try to tackle that head on. I myself this year started my Safe Space Meet, which is twice a term for people who identify as a minority at ArtsEd. We get into a room and we just hash it out, feeling safe that we can with each other. And that's something that wasn't really looked at before, but seeing how that's also helped evolve our Black and Brown students, for me personally, has been my personal pride and joy. What else is there that I should mention? I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. What I will say to you is, if we are lucky enough to have any of you guys audition for us, I would be the person that would be taking your interview. And the thing that we look for, and I think it's important to say this, as an outreach kid myself, the thing that we look for isn't someone coming in with flawless technique and ability at all, because you're coming to us so that we can give you that, right? You're going to train with us for 3 years, so we make you that person. What we're looking for is someone that has drive, someone that has personality for the gods, that we can't contain or bottle it if we tried, right? Someone that absolutely loves and lives within their art, yeah? Someone that has heart and passion for this industry. Those things simply cannot be taught. And that's what I personally look for, and we look for as a panel when we are auditioning that. The rest we do over the 3 years. So I think you should all keep doing what you're clearly doing, because this industry doesn't exist without you. Okay, you are our industry, and it's important that you know that the opportunity and the space is there for you to take it up. And if I am lucky enough to meet any of you on your journey, I will be fully blessed for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nadine. Wonderful. Great to learn about what's available at ArtsEd, and something that you mentioned, which is really important for you guys listening to remember, is that you don't necessarily have to be strong in every single style. That's what you're going to training for. I know all of the colleges actually reflect this. So sometimes we can be a bit daunted. We think, oh, maybe I've not done hip hop, maybe I've not done ballet, I shouldn't go to the audition. No, go, because that is what you are going to train for 3 or 4 years. So don't be put off by that. Just your passion alone is what you need to come forward. Do put yourself up for all the opportunities that are available. Thank you for that reminder, Nadine. So we are moving on to, last but by no means least, LMA. We have Stephanie Wallace-Carr, who is the Creative Director for Dance and Musical Theatre, and Richard Carr, the CEO and co-founder. Fun fact, I know Stephanie personally because we first met on a Bollywood film set. So for you inquisitive folk, you can dig out that Bollywood video and try and spot us in there dancing our little Bollywood hearts away. So that is how I know Stephanie. I'm proud of that. But anyway, I digress. On to LMA. We believe that to succeed in the arts, you need to be able to express yourself and showcase what you are able to achieve. Our staff will give you the creative freedom you desire to explore, discover yourself, and give you the confidence to be your absolute best. Here at LMA, we offer a wide range of level 3 and BA honours degrees in media, music, and performing arts, delivered at an incredibly high standard of tuition. The LMA family prides itself on the quality of its staff and teaching professionals, resulting in the best opportunities for students as they strive to become industry experts themselves. So what is exciting is LMA was only in Liverpool before, but from September, they now have a campus in London as well, which is really exciting to know. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Kamara. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so my name's, it's not Richard Carr, it's Richard Wallace actually, but
Sorry, I've switched.
don't worry, I am the
My
co-founder
apologies.
of LMA. Along with myself, LMA is also owned by global superstar Robbie Williams. So as Kamara mentioned, we have 2 campuses, one in Liverpool and one in London. And during these crazy times, we managed to build a brand new Liverpool campus and a brand new London campus, which is in East London, in Stratford, in the Olympic Village. Our next door neighbours are BT Sport and Studio Wayne McGregor. So some of you may have been in Wayne's studios or not, but that's where we are. Incredible spaces, incredible facilities. However, I think, as Kamara just mentioned, what we're most proud of is the LMA team. And across all of our courses, we offer 15 different degrees, and that is from dance to musical theatre to acting, screen acting, music, digital film and TV, and games and animation. I think more than ever, all those industries are more and more closely aligned. And I think that's really beneficial to our students, because aside from receiving world-class tuition, whether that be on the dance or musical theatre or acting courses, which most people are here obviously to listen to, I think what it gives is, under the umbrella of LMA, it gives them the opportunity to cross-fertilise, to get involved in a number of films, games, music videos, so on and so forth, which is great, not only for your show reel, but I think what is vital for anyone is when you start on your journey, it's about building up that black book of contacts. And that's what we say for our students, because our alumni go on to many, many things. So that's really exciting. I think what is unique around LMA, everyone has said a lot of information to you guys, and I probably, you know, to reiterate, I think one thing that we all have, and all the colleges on the call have in common, is world-class training. And there's no pointless competing with each other. That's all it is. You're all individuals, and I think what I would say, and my advice is, I'm really proud of LMA. Our facilities are incredible, our team is incredible, our courses are incredible, but it's about you, and it's about you exploring what's the right home for you for the next 2, the next 3 years of your life. Where do you feel comfortable? Where are you going to excel? I think what this craziness that's happened over the last 12 months for us all, whilst live events has suffered badly, it's going to come back bigger, it's going to come back stronger. You're all on this call, your love is still there. And I think what it has proven for us and all of our students is it's vital that you follow your dreams. And I think within our sectors, what it does, it gives you a passport to travel the world. It's a really exciting path. You don't know where it's going to lead you. And I think for me, when you've had such horrible times, that's fantastic to have that opportunity to follow those dreams. And you may, you know, where's the end point? You may end up on your dream show, you may end up on your dream music video, whatever that is, that's great. But providing you earn a living doing something that you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's really important for all of our students, you know. And I think for those who are on the call who are teaching, you know, the reward that we get from seeing students develop, I didn't think that would ever exist. When I and Steph finished as performers, you don't realise that actually working with you guys, working with up-and-coming students, developing your talents is actually equally, if not more, rewarding for us. So whenever your dance career, whatever, may you feel come to an end, it doesn't, because the skills you've built up are invaluable for the rest of your life. I'll bring Steph in to give you a bit of detail around some of the sort of the dance disciplines that are covered on the dance course.
Yeah, absolutely. So just a little bit about myself. So I trained many moons ago. I won't give my age away. As Kamara said, we worked together on some Bollywood films, but Kamara, we also worked together with Leona Lewis. Did you forget about that one? So I trained many moons ago, and I didn't have much, before I went to college, before I was accepted at college, I didn't have much training. I'd never done ballet, I'd never done tap, I'd never done jazz. But luckily, where I trained, they believed in me. They saw I had, you know, what it takes to succeed. So I was successful. And I think, like a lot of you guys, if you have that raw talent, this is what we pride ourselves at LMA. It's not about having that technical ability. You know, that's what we're here to do and to provide for you guys. So after training, I went on to work as a professional dancer and in the musical theatre industry. I've worked with Katy Perry, Pink, I've done tours, I've worked with Robbie Williams, Ollie Mayers, and so on. I started teaching when my body got to an age that it just didn't want to work anymore. It said, please stop. So I decided to go into teaching, where I joined LMA. And LMA is a family-run company. And you really, our ethos is family. Like many of the other places, we care about the students and we are passionate about the courses we deliver. We deliver BTEC courses and we deliver BA Honours degrees at the same time. We have, I'll just tell you a little bit about our dance course. You know, I was a dancer, so I was really passionate. Our dance course is quite new at LMA. We've run musical theatre, but our dance course is quite new. And some of the disciplines we study, jazz, ballet, contemporary, tap, hip hop, commercial, Latin and ballroom, lyrical, as well as many others. And we feel, you know, as a dancer, as a performer, it's really important that you're versatile in the subject. Within our musical theatre course, we have what we call skills classes as well as module classes. So within those skills classes, every day you guys will be doing singing, acting and dance, and they are every single day, as well as module classes. And some of your module classes include theatre performances. So we're really passionate about you guys, about our students performing, you know, as close to industry as possible. So we kind of, you will do 2 shows per year. In first year, when you get to second year, the same, and then in third year, you will also perform on a stage 2 shows, but we have something that we call performance showcase, which is where we invite industry professionals, agents, and you guys get the opportunity to showcase your abilities and what you've learned. So that's just a little insight about the course.
Steph's right, we are a family, hence the reason we're in our COVID bubble. We're actually husband and wife, so we wouldn't normally sit this close. So don't let anyone think we're being reckless in any way. But, you know, aside from the dance musical theatre, we touched upon, obviously, the spectrum of other courses which are vital and feed into our dancers as well. And, you know, we're incredibly proud of our industry partnerships that we have on a global scale. So we have a partnership with Netflix, we have a partnership with the largest production company in Spain, we have a partnership with production companies in South America. So we do have a global outreach, and I think all our courses and the career and the paths that you want to go into, as I mentioned earlier on, that gives you the license to see the world, to explore yourself, to push your talent, to meet various different cultures and backgrounds. That, to me, as an old man, is really exciting, really, really exciting. I think all of you follow your dreams. We'd love you to come and see us at LMA, and when the world opens back up again, come and have a look at our campus, join in some of our classes. Kamara obviously keep you hooked in, and we'll be getting involved in everything that Kamara and her team are doing as well. And as I say, just to reiterate, everyone is on the call, all the colleges are on the call. We all offer world-class training. It's about what's the right home for you as an individual.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Richard and Stephanie. And apologies, Richard, for saying the wrong name. I thought Stephanie was the one in control.
Yeah, it's because I was adamant that my name was going to be last. Double barrel, Wallace Carr.
And I think all worse things tomorrow, don't worry.
You mentioned so many wonderful things, and really great to hear about the range of courses that you have. It's not just dance and musical theatre, but the full spectrum of kind of the arts really is available there. And something else you said, Richard, again, you know, all of these colleges, I can't stress to you guys, these are the leading colleges, and they are here right for you, like a little personal show. You do need to explore, which is why you're here, obviously, and figure out which one you feel suits you. So we have so many questions. I'm going to try my best to get...
Can I just interject? One thing I didn't say, I'm really sorry, is our courses are funded via student loans. I know there's a couple of questions in this chat. So again, via UCAS, via student loans, people can access funding for our courses. And again, Kamara had asked, would we be offering scholarships? And we will do, and I know you'll release information on that over the next couple of weeks as well.
Yes, absolutely. Everything will go out to you guys. We do have things and information from all schools we'll send again to you. And I can't stress as well, this is just an inside day. This is just the taster, the nugget of when we get the chance to do the workshops. You'll actually get to see the styles and everything that all the colleges offer. So make sure you are at that, and that you also tell your friends, because you really don't want to miss that. I don't know where I'm going to begin with these questions, but I'm going to try and see if we can cover as much as possible. Because we've just had LMA, Lauren, you have a question for them, please, if you just want to ask.
Yes, of course. Hi. What dance genres do you offer on the musical theatre course? I know you touched on the dance course, the dance genres for the dance course, but I'm not sure if that's the same.
So it's almost identical on the musical theatre course. The only disciplines we don't offer on musical theatre is Latin and ballroom. So as a musical theatre practitioner, you will study ballet, jazz, contemporary, tap, hip hop, commercial and lyrical. And we'll throw some acro in there as well. I know that's not a dance discipline, but you know, quadruple threat.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Nurai, do you want to ask your question, to say who it's for and then say the question, please? Nurai, are you there still? Nurai Hector.
Hi.
Brilliant.
Oh, I already, my question already got answered.
Okay, do you want to say it again? Because it might be helpful for everyone in the group.
Okay, my question was, how many types of dance can you study at a time?
For which college?
Everyone.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just, we will go to Bird College. Tell me, please.
We do everything. So you will do your ballet, your tap, your jazz, and your contemporary. And obviously within each of those disciplines, we do all the different genres. So jazz, you will have lyrical jazz, you will have technical jazz, you will have hip hop, street, commercial. The same with the contemporary. We will look at a range of practitioners, and all of our tutors who have trained in different styles of contemporary, you will get different styles within that. With tap, we find a lot of people won't have done tap before, so we have a beginner's tap course so for those people, so we can bring them up to the right level. Then we've got advanced tap. So tap is one of those subjects that if you've never had any experience to have a mixed ability group, you can struggle a little bit. So we really add, and that's extra. So those students who have not had tap will have the tap course that everybody gets, and then they will get extra classes on top, which is the beginner's one, to ensure that they reach the required standard. And the other way, we also give advanced classes as well. So we look at the whole range, and obviously within musical theatre, we're looking at a lot of partner work. So we do pas de deux, classical pas de deux, we do contact work, and we also do partner work within musical theatre, where we will explore styles such as ballroom, etc., etc. So working together is really, really important. Developing lifts and tricks through all of our dance disciplines is important. So everybody does classical pas de deux, everybody does contact work, and everybody does jazz pas de deux, as well as musical theatre partner work.
Can I just add to that? Naraya, was it? Yeah, just
yeah.
Obviously that's within colleges, but your question was how many styles you can do at one go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it actually also comes down to the individual. For me, example, I was always a person that I felt like I had to catch up to everybody else because I didn't have the training when I was younger. So because of the way that my work ethic was, it meant that I would go to college, I would do all the styles I would do in college, and also being in London, it was helpful because there was so many other dance studios outside. So it meant that I could go and take other classes in many other forms. Like I signed up to Ballet Black, which is a Black ballet company, which I took classes every Wednesday night and every Sunday morning. I also did salsa, which I did when I was younger. And then I was like, I also need to do it outside even more. So I did that. I'll go to extra tap classes. Like, luckily at Bird, it offered you more. But obviously I did more than what I felt like I was getting at college, even though you're there from 8 in the morning to 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. But for me personally, I was like, I needed more. So it meant that I had to do more for myself. So it also comes down to the individual, and you just have to push yourself at that point. Obviously, being careful, being cautious of your body, how much you're working your body, how much you're pushing yourself, but it also comes down to a mental state. So you have to get this intact and just keep pushing yourself. And you can do as many styles as you possibly can in the amount of time that you have. I hope that helps.
Great advice. Yeah. Totally endorse that.
Great advice, Claudia. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. And thank you, Lois. I'm just going to read some of the questions because I'm conscious of the time. A question from Amelia Williams for Nadine at Arts Ed. Is it a degree or a diploma that you have available?
We have 2 degree courses in your musical theatre and your acting, as well as foundation courses, which isn't certified. However, as Solange said earlier, it's kind of your stepping stone to get you ready and prepared to be able to audition for the full course the next year, and that's only a year long. Degree courses are both 3 years long each.
Great, and I'll just read some of the questions and answers that have already been answered in the chat. Somebody asked if there was at Urdang, if there are scholarships for the foundation course, and Solange said yes, there are scholarships for the foundation course. That was from Monet. I hope I've said that correctly. Lisa Smith, do you want to ask your question, please?
Hi, I asked if you're 16 in September, what course would you prefer to take, the AVT course or just go straight into the diploma course?
And that's for Urdang Solange.
Urdang.
Solange, you're on mute still. That's all right. We'll have that a few times.
I would just tick both boxes and see where the panel places you. Until you actually get into an audition, you'll be placed where we think you should be. If you're a dancer and your singing's not so strong, maybe the AVT or the other way around is better, and then you can go straight onto the degree. But however, the diploma obviously is a level 6 and is 3 years with a 1-year top up if you want that degree. So yeah, I would just tick both boxes and see where the panel places you.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Amari asked, when or where do we book for open days? I imagine that's all through the website for everybody. Is that correct? So Amari, just have a look on everybody's websites for their open day information. Very good suggestion to do. A question from Sarah for Bird College. Are there academic classes that are part of the degree and diploma course?
Yes, there are. We call it perspectives, and really is where you're exploring the theory that informs practice and practice how that informs theory, if you like. So all of our academic components are practice-based. So we do music theory, which comes that so you understand music and you're able to identify the melody line of a song, so that helps you within your singing classes and musical theatre classes. And so it's very practice-based. So you will sit around the piano identifying notes and identifying a score sheet. We do dance science, which is really looking at your anatomy, the dancer's body, the artist's body, really looking at vocal issues and also looking at nutrition. So again, injury prevention. So again, it's very, very practice-based. It's there to support you. Then you'll do things like analysis. So you will analyze pieces of work, looking at what is that work saying and what are the devices that have been used in that piece of work to tell a story. What is the narrative? So identifying subtext, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll look at a range of quite prominent works from Matthew Bourne right through to musical theatre to other abstract works. So you understand how to analyse that. And we also do history of performing arts. So we look at the history of the arts. so that we really understand genres, and we understand styles, and we understand the influence, and we understand the impact on the arts. And that will touch upon casting and various key productions that have been influential. So it's all very practical in terms of, you do have to write a little bit. On our diploma courses, you write a little less. And on our degrees, we ask you to obviously demonstrate the attainment of that knowledge in a bit more of an in-depth way. We do have to do a dissertation, but at Bird College, our dissertation currently, you can do 100% written, which is 8,000 words. You can do a 50-50, so you can have part practical, part written, so about 4,000 words. And then we have 100% practical, which is where you create a piece of work. So you could, I don't know, be looking at a fantastic choreographer, maybe Katie Prince from Zoo Nation, and you create a piece of theatre on students. So you develop your choreographic skills and you demonstrate that skill practically. So everything is practical because it's in the doing of the art form. So therefore the contextual elements have to be practice-based.
Great, thank you, Lewis. That was asked is, if you get offered a place, can you defer for a year? Sarah, you already answered. I'm just going to read these out just in case everybody hasn't seen them, as I think it's useful for everybody. So Sarah from London Studios said, you don't defer an offer as such, but we can work with you and adapt the application process based on your previous successful audition. So if you've had that successful audition, do go back. Solange from Urdang, oh no, actually, I don't know what that response was. And Stephanie Richard, are you able to defer if you get offered a place?
Yes, students can defer. Obviously, that's just done through the whole UCAS portal. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it might be the same for everything else through Urdang. Nadine, I can see Lewis nodding his head. Nadine, is that the same for Arts Ed? Great. Good. And do any schools offer postgraduate courses, and are there any possible scholarships available for those courses? Nadine, you're nodding your head there.
Yeah, nice and quick though, just to say that we do offer an MA, but only in acting at the moment. And yeah, it's the same process. You still sign up online, you still audition for, but yeah, we do. That's the one that we've got at the moment.
Brilliant.
Can I just say as well, I'm so sorry to cut you. I should have mentioned this before. Please, can you all follow Arts Ed on their socials? And I'm sure that other schools will say the same thing as well. But we've got a really strong outreach team that does loads of work on the side. Some that I help head, some that I don't. But we do loads of mini courses on the side. We did a free course recently online on Zoom for 3 days, working with top industry people. You know, you've got the resident directors of like the Globe. We do that quite a lot, and it's for people that don't have the access to this all the time. So that's really useful to know. We do it on the MA, we do it on the acting side and the MT side, and you can literally sign up 12 people. It's really helpful. So follow us and let us know when the next one's happening, and you know, just join in. Just wanted to say, sorry.
Brilliant, thank you so much. I might be there myself, trying to disguise myself as a 17-year-old, but you know, Sarah Tudor from London.
Thank you. I just want to quickly touch on the postgraduate courses that we offer at London Studio Centre. So we've got an MA in dance producing and management. So that is a long-term, you know, creators, producers. So you learn all about, you know, how to fund projects and how to create and put it all together. And there's huge amounts of guest speakers that come in. Most recently, Ballet Black have been one of the key speakers on that programme. We just validated the MA Dance Performance, so a performance-based MA programme, so it's a full calendar year. So you'll get the performance elements of the third year companies, but while also additional sort of academic learning alongside those. And we are in development of a postgraduate teaching certificate, so postgraduate certificate in teaching professional theatre dance, which can be extended to an MA in dance education. So that is hopefully to come in the next couple of months. But yeah, 3 different courses with a range of different topics. And all have access to finance as well, student finance, they can apply for funding for that too.
Okay, good, wonderful. And then Solange mentioned that there will be postgraduate courses coming in the future from September 2020.
Yeah, we've actually had to postpone it for a year due to COVID, but we will be launching an MA in creative practice.
Good. So what I might do, because we had so many questions and answers, I'm going to put them together in a little fact sheet, which I will share with everybody, because we have come to the end of our time for this session. It has been so incredible to have you all here. For everybody watching, please follow all of these colleges and the individual people on social media. You can find them just by searching the college name. I want to thank you all for coming. We had London Studio Centre, Sarah Tudor and Lucy Banfield. From Bird College, we had Lewis de Abro. From Urdang Academy, we had Solange Urdang and Claudemire Nato, and Arts Ed, Nadine Higgin. And from LMA, Stephanie Wallace-Carr and Richard Wallace. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, please put in the chat your thoughts on the session and what you gained from this. And again, I can't stress, this is just the introduction. This is just the taster. You're going to have the workshops with every single college coming very soon. So you want to make sure that you do not miss that so that you can get the chance to get an even deeper look at what is available at all these fantastic colleges. I can't stress that they, as it's been said, they are world class. Literally some of the top schools in the world in the room here for you now. And I'm so thankful that you all chose your Saturday to come to learn more and to further yourself. It's just the first step. So it's really brilliant. You're already on your way.